Aren't you a big fan of Burkina Faso already? Like, I don't know. Are you not a big fan of Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore? I'm trying to get this and it's finished. It's crazy. All these people coming into my car, searching things. Don't you hate it when people come into your car, into your space and start doing things without checking with you? Anyway, Burkina Faso at it again, doing great things. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. You are very much appreciated. I got some bad news this morning, and I had a choice between making you a video or not. Like bad news. But I'm choosing to be strong and to stay positive because that's what the energy I want around me. And I firmly believe when things happen, they happen. Okay, they happen for a good reason. You gotta keep moving forward. And this message is not for me. It's also for you, my brother. So whatever you're going through, keep pushing. Keep going. Don't look back. There's a reason for that. Trust me. And it's definitely a good reason for you. Okay. Burkina Faso. Are you not inspired already? Are you not entertained? Now, in Burkina Faso, foreigners can no more buy agricultural land. Okay, they voted the law. Government has decided it's over. No more ownership of property that is agricultural. Congratulations. Let's clap hands. Clap hands. Well, a lot of people are talking about Burkina Faso not allowing foreigners to own land. It's not truth. It is agricultural land. Okay? So the laws have changed. We're going to check a little bit very quickly. Don't be misled. The government of Burkina Faso has introduced a new policy regarding property ownership. In the future, foreign nationals will be permitted to lease property for extended period. They will not be able to own property.
À travers ce projet de loi, il est prévu que la terre appartient désormais à l'État. Et c'est l'État qui peut, à travers un acte réglementaire, prendre un texte pour octroyer la gestion d'une partie du foncier aux collectivités territoriales.
Now, this is not new, okay? In some African countries, you can actually find these things. I mean, it's great that Burkina Faso is doing it today. They're going to lease you property between 14 to 99 years. Okay, so same for Uganda. Also, I believe they give you for 40 to 99 years lease of properties. So after 99 years, when you're certainly dead, the government can take back ownership of the property. Is that a good thing or not? Unless you are a citizen. So when you're still alive, government get the money from you purchasing the property, you maintaining the property, and when you die, the government take the property back. Is that bad? Well, anyway, I don't know. Do you want to give the property to your children? Question mark. Unless you are a citizen of the country, you cannot own property like that. The Council of Ministers in Burkina Faso have approved this proposal, as well as giving properties to Burkinabe in mining sectors at the meeting. The aim is to prevent the establishment of settlers' colonies in West Africa to preserve Africa for future generations. Yes, my brother, it looks like settlers bring a lot of problems, okay? I'm not going to cite anybody. I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure you know. Settlers all across the world, at the end of the day, have issues with the locals. I mean, people can come to your country saying we are refugees, or we are just people that wants to be here for now. Then they make children. Well, those children get born or birthed there. They believe they belong. Then later on they say, okay, well, we this is our land. I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? That's a big question mark. Okay, owning land is one thing. Next thing they say, okay, we this is our land. We actually don't want to be part of you anymore. But their ancestors or their grandfather came and you accepted them and they have children and now they want the lands to be pulled away. So Burkina Faso wants to stop that from happening. So number one, no more agricultural land for foreigners. Number two, no more mining land for foreigners, only citizens. And citizens from these countries, Mali and Niger. Congratulations. Yes, so Burkina Faso is opening opportunities only for Mali and Niger because they are working as a confederation. Is that good news or not? Okay, so they've implemented things. They still want foreigners to come and invest. In what way? You can lease the land. Okay, you can lease the land and do your investment. You can lease the land for agricultural purpose, but in one condition. Condition number 1, you need to have a quota of Burkinabe people working with you. So there is a set number of people from Burkinabe that have to be working with you for you to operate in Burkina Faso. Number 2, there must be transfer of technology.
Agit également de fixer les règles permettant le développement et le transfert de la technologie au niveau du Burkina Faso, notamment à travers l'utilisation en priorité de l'expertise dans ce secteur.
Meaning, if you're working or operating in the mining sector, for instance, you need to be training Burkinabe on how you're operating in the mining sector. They need to know exactly everything you are doing and be able to do it themselves should you not be present. So number 1, there must be a quota, a number of people, a minimum that should be working with you. Number 2, there must be transfer of technology, whether it is in mining sector or agricultural sector. The locals need to be trained. You know, in many African countries where Chinese are very operational, they will come and build the railroad for you or build electricity plants or whatever thing they build. What happens next is they leave, right? You pay them, they're gone. Now, when your railroad is faulty, what do you need? You need to call the Chinese back to come and fix it because you did not acquire technology transfer. And unfortunately, many African countries don't care about that. They just have some money. Okay, call the Chinese, they can fix it. Okay, that's it, it's fine. They don't care. I don't understand it. It's like you see a lot of African people, they will buy a car, beautiful car, like a big BMW. I don't know why black people like BMW like that. Then later on, they will only take the car for service when the car is starting to cough some weird stuff on the, you know what I mean? When the car start acting weird, that's when they go service the car. It's crazy. And I'm not saying all Africans do it, but a great majority of people do it. It's like servicing is a problem. Now, Burkina Faso want to stop that. They need to train Burkinabe people. Burkinabe first. So they're also giving the right to Malians and Niger. Great thing. Congratulations. And now we're moving to Uganda. Here's Uganda's, fellas. Okay, Uganda's a beautiful place, lovely people. One of the partiest places I've ever been. I'll never stop it. I recommend you Uganda, the pearl of Africa. The pearl. I just hear that, the pearl of Africa. And my brother is Nyash. Anyway, okay, I see you excited. Okay, so in Uganda, something has happened. Okay, the government has urged health workers to work for free as volunteers after US aid suspension. Crazy stuff. So the United States of America has stopped aid to Uganda. Now the government has said to the people that were being paid from the money coming from aid from the United States of America to continue working for free and just be patriotic. That is crazy, fellas. Just imagine you being told, okay, my brother, there's no salary this month. You've worked hard for 30 days. We can't pay you, but you must continue working. You know, it's patriotism. You know, just are you going to pay taxi with patriotism or your rent is going to be paid with patriotism? This is crazy. So the Ugandan government has asked health workers who were previously paid through US funding to continue working as volunteers in a spirit of patriotism after Washington, D.C. froze foreign aid, which effectively cut off their salaries. Crazy stuff, okay? This abrupt halt has left health workers supported by the United States agency USAID at the Center of Disease Control Prevention in limbo. So clearly you can see people are in limbo. Apparently the USAID, which is help coming from America in terms of health and stuff, employs about 10,000 people worldwide. Okay, so there's a lot of people that get salaries in many African countries from this help that comes from America. And this is a wake-up call. Uganda Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary Dr. Diana Atwine acknowledged the finance crisis in a letter, stating that all US-funded operations and salaries had been suspended with immediate effect. However, she urged affected workers to continue providing services without a pay as government seeks alternative solutions. It's very difficult. I think we all need to look at the bottom line of things. The bottom line of things is you can't be beggars. I'm sorry. Put it that way for you. Help is good. Everybody needs help at some point in time. Okay, but help cannot be permanent. Okay, let me just remind you here. You know, European countries needed help after the Second World War. France needed help. Germany, Italy, Spain, all these countries received help at that specific time of life. But they don't need help anymore today. Germany needed help. Well, Germany is a very powerful country today. You get help so you can learn how to manage things yourself. You don't get help so you can continuously be a beggar. That's the problem with many Africans. When you help an African when they're in difficulties, they are going to remember you when they need help again. That's exactly what happened. Instead of seizing the help as an opportunity to be self-sufficient, we have created jobs from help coming from America. That's crazy. Like, just imagine we've created jobs for people from help that comes from America. So this is not even permanent, but we've got people that are employed waiting for money. We beg. I know it sounds bad, but that's the situation. Burkina Faso has done it again. Ibrahim Traoré doing a tremendous work. Now they're going to allow only Malian and Nigerian to own land in Burkina Faso. All other foreigners will not own agricultural land. You can only lease, and you have to meet the quota and transfer technology. Interesting or not? Let me know how you feel about that. Uganda having to ask health workers to work for free. Are they going to work? I mean, the question is simple. In many African countries, it's even hard for you to protest when you need to protest. That's the only job you got. That's the only way you can survive. And you feel like if I stop working now that there's no pay, when the pay comes back, they're not going to call me. So let me just stick it up. Let me just stay strong. Work with no pay. Until maybe, I don't know, within 2 months or 3 months, hopefully. Who knows, 6 months, I'm going to get paid again. Let me tell you something. One of the main reasons why there's so much corruption in many African countries, there's many African countries where people that work for the state don't even get paid, or they get paid very late, or there's arrears of 6 months. And when you don't get paid for 6 months, what do? You become corrupt. You need to find ways to make money and buy beans for the children. So corruption can be prevented when people get paid when they need to be paid. Now, you also cannot, unfortunately, create a system based on the help that comes from somebody whose behavior, demeanor can change anytime. What does Uganda need to do? Be independent. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.